Well, I'm obviously sorry to see David Bartlett leave the state parliament. He is a friend, a colleague. I think steered Tasmania through some very difficult times as Premier through a global financial crisis, the worst that Tasmania and Australia has seen since the Great Depression of the 1930s. So I wish him well in his retirement from state politics and hope that he can find a new career that is fulfilling and brings him an avenue to be able to continue to pursue his visions.
Did you tell him that it might be a good idea to go now?
We actually spoke last night and he said to me that he was considering going immediately. So we talked through that as an option, and I also again spoke to him about whether or not he wanted to give 2 weeks notice or maybe even as much as 4 weeks notice, that I felt that was fair and reasonable, but he made his mind up. No, now was the time to go. So I respect that.
Do you think you made the right decision?
It is the right decision, is the decision that you, when you are the person affected, makes for yourself. So I fully support him in the decision that he has made.
Has it put you under pressure in Parliament though next week?
No, it hasn't, because we still have the numbers on the floor of the Parliament. We have a strong and stable government in coalition with the Greens, and I'm sure that we'll be able to get through the next 2 weeks of Parliament with that stability intact.
Have you spoken to former Infrastructure Minister Graham Sturgis yet to see if he's going to put up his hand?
No, I haven't, because again, who decides to put up their hand is very much a personal decision to them, and I would welcome both Graham Sturgis and Madeleine Ogilvie putting up their hands if that's what they choose to do.
Did he cite any of the public pressure as a factor in his immediate resignation?
His reasons are for him to tell people. What I do is I certainly have accepted his reasons, and I accept and respect the decision that he has made, which is in the interests of everybody, in the interests of the government, in the interests of himself and his family. And I think we now need to wish him well as he goes back into life as a private citizen.